The following is a series of events that occurred after the board incident. They span the course of 3 years, and I chose to talk about them because I feel they help document my path and the way I've come to see things. After watching my friend almost die by setting his face on fire, I decided to hop on my bike and head home. As I left Chris's house, the wind was still blowing, but as I began to pedal, the wind started to pick up. So as I pedaled faster, the wind blew harder. It felt like I was being chased by the evil we had just discovered. I will never forget that night. As I look back at my life and try to connect the dots to where I am now, that evening left a mark on me. It was the first tangible experience I had with the supernatural. Within a year after discovering the board, I began to take an interest in horror movies. This may be completely coincidental, but just something I thought I would share. I convinced my mom to take me to a Friday the 13th movie in the theater. It was totally inappropriate for my age, but I managed to talk her into it. Of course, with that came exposure to the brutal imagery that slasher films contain. That was the beginning of what would become a lifelong interest in horror films, not realizing then how the enemy can use them against you. For the next year or so, I would occasionally wake up in the middle of the night in a panic. I could feel it coming, and when I opened my eyes, everything appeared further away than they should be. Even when I closed my eyes, I could feel that something was wrong with them. I would stumble into my grandparents' room and wake them up because I was terrified. They would just sit up in bed, look at me, maybe say a couple of words and wait until it went away. It only lasted a few minutes, but whenever it happened, I wasn't sure if it would end. Interesting thing to note was this only happened at my grandparents' house, which is where I fled to after the Ouija board incident. I do remember one incident at my parents' house where something woke me up during the night. Everyone else was asleep and I became uncomfortable in my room. I felt like there was someone in the other part of the house, so I snuck out of bed and peeked around the corner into the front room and kitchen. While I didn't see anything, I felt like I was being watched. After standing there a few minutes, I heard a plastic cup fall off the countertop. I didn't see it, just heard it. I stayed there waiting to confront whatever it was lurking in the kitchen, but nothing else happened. This may have been the first time I purposely went to look for something that I felt was there, but couldn't see. As a child of the 80s, I was constantly outside. We rode our bikes all over the town with zero supervision. I remember one evening after I came in for the night, my grandmother sat down next to me to share an article that was published in the local newspaper that day. It was a warning to parents that had children with blonde hair and light-colored eyes. Apparently, those children were being targeted by the Satanic Church for kidnapping. I had no idea back then, but I guess there was a satanic scare across the nation for a period of time based on movies, books, and a certain role-playing game that people were trying to ban. Looking back, I find this ironic since you could go and purchase an Ouija board at any toy store. Look at where we are now. We've come from a few movies and books causing a worldwide satanic panic to seeing evil promoted with every medium we have available. They have pushed it so hard that not only have we become desensitized to it, but we have accepted it. Even as I am working on this video, SNL broadcasted a skit in which they summoned a demon. For this skit, they used the names of a Mesopotamian demonic deity and her king of demons. The time has come for you to choose a side before it is too late.